Hey guys, and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial I'm gonna be showing you how to make CSGO skins in Substance Painter, which is a texturing program. Now, for this tutorial we're gonna need those three programs here, so you don't need Photoshop at all. First, Blender is totally free, and VTF Edit is totally free too. So I'll put those two links in the description. The Substance Painter is, you can get a 30 days trial, so it's basically free. Yeah, first of all you're gonna go into your browser and open the link that I put in the description. Here you can choose any weapons from CSGO which you want to make the skins from. I'm gonna make the M4A4, just this one here. Just download it, go to the folder where you downloaded it. I would make a complete new folder so everything is clean stuff. You got a RAR file and you gotta unpack it. So you got this folder here. Then you get a OBJ and a TGA file. These are those two files that we're gonna need for Blender. So yeah, first thing, we're gonna go to Blender and create an ID map, which is basically the template that you got downloaded, just with different colors for each material. But I'm gonna show you this later. So you have the start scene from Blender here, and you want to delete the cube because you don't need it, and then import the wavefront OBJ file. Go to your folder and open your OBJ file that you got in your folder. You downloaded before, and now basically you have the weapon here. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do, to add-ons, you don't have those I think. Make a new material, go here in the node editor, and go to texture, image texture. So if you don't have the node editor selected, you might have the timeline here. So you go up here to the node editor. So you have this thing here, and look that you have this selected and this one. Also, I'm in Cycles Render. You might be in Blender Render. I'm in Cycles Render here. On the version 2.78. So yeah. So first of all, you have this image texture here. You go on Open to your download folder and choose the TGA. You connect those, and now we're gonna go to this ball here and choose material. So the texture is applied to the weapon, which is the normal skin, like the default skin, which you want to modify. So the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna color everything, and yeah, create a new material here. New material, and choose, let's say, blue. You can choose whatever color you want. So this mesh is basically split up in various different parts, which you can choose with L. And you want to make like one material has one color. Basically, if this one and this one is the same material, then they have the same color. And if something has a different material, it does have a different color to it. So we're gonna select those here, make it blue. Make a new material, make this one red, select this one, select this one, select this one, make this one here too, and make it red. A new material, a green one. Now select those here. Oh wait. Yeah, no, it's right. So I'm not gonna go too deep into Blender shortcuts and stuff like that. You can research that or watch tutorials, whatever. It just would take way too long for this tutorial. So yeah, I'm just gonna speed up everything and come back to you when I'm done. So once you're done, we want to create a UV map. You can go onto UV image editor. You have a blank image here. So you want to make a new one. Call it something like ID mask, and the resolution is 2048 to 2048. So just create that one. You have the black square here, which is just fine. Go back to the node editor and choose texture. So Shift A, texture and image texture. And if you click on this little icon here, you can choose your ID mask. Now, in order to bake this material or this map, you need to select this node with every single material you have. So just Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, whatever, and until you're finished. So you don't want to connect anything, just select it, and at the end make a new material. Click on new material, Control V once again, and connect those like the last one is connected. Once you've done that, go to render, the render tab up here. Go down here to bake and choose, instead of combine, choose diffuse. Deselect direct and indirect, so you only have the color selected. Now before you bake, we're going back to the UV image editor so we can see the result, and go to render up here and make it like about 10 samples. Now you're basically free to bake. So once it's baked, it should look like this in some ways. This is perfect, so we're gonna go down here to image and just save it as an image. I'm gonna save it in my tutorial folder as ID mask, just like that. And we are basically done with Blender. Now one last thing is that we gotta export this weapon. whatever weapon you have there. So we're going here to material, click that minus and delete all material except for one. Go to file and export as an OBJ. Save it under your tutorial folder. Now enable selection only and smooth groups, and the rest is fine like it is. Just name your object so you can recognize it after. And we're basically done with Blender for this part. Go to Substance Painter now. So once you're in Substance Painter, go up to File, a new file, and as a template you want to select your OBJ that you just exported, which would be this one. Then add your ID mask and click on OK. So everything is imported here. Now go down here to Texture Set Settings and choose your Select ID Mask and select your ID mask. Scroll a little bit up and Bake Textures. Deselect the ID and yeah, you can bake the material. Okay. Now Substance Painter is layer based, which is really good. So you can put one material above another, which we're gonna do now. So I'm doing it mostly with a base material and then stack on top of that. So we're gonna use a steel rust texture or material, put it up here, so the weapon has a ground texture. And as an addition we're gonna make a gold on top of it. Now you can see it's all gold now, but we don't want that. We just want to have selective gold parts here. So go on the gold, right click and export, add mask with color selection. Now on this side you have pick color, which you want to choose, and now you can add whatever color you want. So I'm gonna take the blue one here and that one back there. Just like that. So we're additionally making another material, put it on top of this one, right click, add mask with color selection and pick color. Make it like that. So these are our base materials right now, and you might want to design your weapon a little bit, so with some brushes on it and maybe a name or whatever you want. To do that, go to brushes and choose any brush you want basically. I'm gonna choose Stitches one. Make sure you make a new layer, a clear new layer on top of every other layer, and you have a brush here. So you can of course change the size here, opacity and the space between every brush. and the rotation, and make sure your follow path is on off. Now go down to the alpha, and here you have quite a lot of shapes and stuff that you can choose from. I'm just gonna choose this one. Of course you can change material and everything, and if you go down here you can choose the color of your brush. I'm gonna make it white in this example, make it a little bit bigger, and yeah, just paint on it just like that. It's really simple, to be honest. It's like painting here. It's way easier than to do it in Photoshop or any other way. It's like really easy. Now with this weapon here, sometimes it will mirror it, like those brushes I did there are here too, but this one didn't. So you always need to watch out for that. Okay, that looks dumb. So I'm sure you guys, or some of you, want to make your own brushes, which you can use GIMP or Photoshop for that. And I'm just gonna use Photoshop. So if you don't have Photoshop, you can just jump over this part. It's not something you need to do. Then go to New and make a square new one. You want to make the background completely black, and everything on top of it, the brush, is gonna be white. Make a new layer here, and name it as my game tag. This is gonna be the brush. Make it a little bit bigger and save this one as a PNG file. This is fine, and brush 01. Okay, now go back to Substance Painter, go to this little arrow here and add resources. Then you can choose your brush, make it an alpha brush, and to current session. Now you just can import it, and yeah, you should find it under the alphas here. So it's really simple to do that, and it's really effective. Now you just can paint your weapon a bit, customize it however you want. You really have quite much freedom here. Make it like black for here. And make one more here. Doesn't look that bad. Maybe make something for the magazine too. something like that. Alright. I mean, you sure can spend quite a lot of time customizing it, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just gonna continue. Now what you need to do is to export the textures and choose your path. I'm gonna go to my tutorial folder and save it here. Make new folder. Make sure you choose the Targa file, just for further uses. Just export it. Now you can minimize Substance Painter and open VTF Edit. Now here you want to import your files that you just exported, and you just need the base color file here. The other ones are basically useless for CSGO. Uncheck those and press an OK. Okay, and now we're gonna go on File here and Save As and VTF file. Name it whatever you want and just save it up. Now I'm gonna go into CSGO. Now, once you're in CSGO, you need to open the console and type in workshop_workbench and open that one up. It's a separate window. Make it a little bit bigger and choose custom paint job. Now you can go to your folder where you saved it up. And open it. Now you gotta check ignore weapon size scale and only first material and go to M4A4. Now remove all the scratches and you see the texture is all over the place. Now you need to set the rotation, the Y offset and the X offset on 0, so everything is aligned how it should be. And yeah, that's basically how you get it into CSGO. To submit it, you just need to make a thumbnail with that, and basically, yeah, you can watch tutorials about that differently.